Hello, and welcome to the Cleveland Shakespeare Festival's 23rd season of producing free outdoor Shakespearean performances all across Northeast Ohio, this year digitally. We're glad that you've joined us. We want you to know that the filming of this was done with the utmost care in making sure we followed the state-mandated guidelines for everyone's safety, with our priority making sure that our actors, our staff, and our patrons were as safe as possible and still able to enjoy this performance. If you enjoy these performances and you want to help sustain this organization into next year and hopefully back out into the parks, please consider making a donation. You can do so through a link in the description of this video after the video, or join us on our Facebook page or on our website at www.cleveshakes.org. Now, please sit back, relax, and enjoy Julius Caesar.
You serve Octavius Caesar, do you not?
I, Mark Antony. He lies tonight within 7 leagues of Rome.
Post back with speed, and tell him what hath chanced. Here lies a mourning Rome. A dangerous Rome. No Rome of safety for Octavius, yet. Hie hence and tell him so.
And public reason shall rename of Caesar's death. Be patient till the last. Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me for mine cause, and be silent that you may hear. Believe me for mine honor, and have respect to mine honor that you may believe. Censure me in your wisdom, and awake your senses that you may the better judge. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus' love to Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. Had you rather Caesar were living and die all slaves, than that Caesar were dead to live all free men? As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. There is tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who is here so base that would be a bondman? If any speak for him, have I offended? Who is here so rude that would not be a Roman? If any speak for him, have I offended? Who is here so vile that will not love his country? If any speak for him, have I offended? I pause for reply.
None, Brutus.
None.
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 Brutus.
None.
None. None at all.
None.
Then none have I offended. I have done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. The question of his death is enrolled in the Capitol, his glory not extenuated wherein he was worthy, nor his offenses enforced for which he suffered death. Here is his body, mourned by Mark Antony, who, though he had no hand in his death, shall receive the benefit of his dying, a place in the commonwealth, as which of you shall not? With this I depart, that as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger for myself when it shall please my country to need my death. Live! Live!
Live, Brutus! Brutus, live!
Bring him with triumph home into his house!
Live, Brutus!
Give him a statue with his ancestors! My countrymen, good countrymen, let me depart alone. And for my sake, stay here with Antony. Do grace to Caesar's corpse, and grace his speech tending to Caesar's glories, which Mark Antony, by our permission, is allowed to make. I do entreat you, not a man depart save I alone, till Antony have spoke.
This Caesar was a tyrant!
Yeah!
Nay, that's you are blessed by Romus with a faith.
Friends! Romans! Countrymen! Lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar.
We all do.
Not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often turred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious.
Yes!
Noblest of
Yes!
If it was so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it.
Not nearly enough!
Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man.
Yes, the most honorable.
So are they all honorable men.
Yes, indeed. Honorable indeed.
Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend.
Oh, come on.
Faithful and just to me.
Yeah.
But Brutus says he was ambitious.
Yes, he
and
was.
Brutus is an honorable
Brutus,
man.
Yes, the most.
He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once. Not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason.
masters, if I were disposed to stir your hearts and minds to mutiny and rage, I should do Brutus wrong and Cassius wrong, who you all know are honorable men. I will not do them wrong. I rather choose to wrong myself, to wrong the dead, and you, than I will wrong such honorable men. But here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his closet. 'Tis his will. Let but the commons hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read.
What? What do you mean?
They would go and kiss dead Caesar's wounds and dip their napkins in his sacred blood.
You have to
Please, we will hear Caesar's
Have
will.
patience, gentle friends. I must not read it. It will inflame you. It will make you mad. 'Tis good you know not that you are his heirs. For if you should, oh, what would come of it?
Read the will! We'll hear it, Mark Antony! You shall read us the will! Caesar's will!
Will you be patient? Will you stay a while? I have o'ershot myself to tell you of it. I fear I wrong the honorable men whose daggers have stabbed Caesar. I do fear it.
They were traitors! Honorable men! They were villains! Murderers!
Look! In this place ran Cassius' dagger through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this, the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. And as he plucked his cursed steel away, this was the most unkindest cut of all. Oh, what a fall was there, my countrymen! Then I and you and all of us fell down whilst bloody treason flourished over us. Stay, countrymen! Good friends! Sweet friends, let me not stir you up to such a sudden flood of mutiny! My friends, you go to do you know not what. You have forgot the will I told you of.
The will!
We'll hear the will!
We will hear the will! Read us the will! We will hear Caesar's will!
You will compel me then to read the will?
Read it, Mark Antony, please!
If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. Here is the will, and under Caesar's seal. To every Roman citizen he gives, to every several man, 75 drachmas.
Most noble Caesar!
Moreover, he hath left you all his walks, his private arbors, and new planted orchards on this side Tiber. He hath left them you, and to your heirs forever, common pleasures to walk abroad and recreate yourselves. Here was a Caesar. When comes such another? Never! Now let it work. Mischief, thou art afoot. Take thou what course thou wilt.
Sir, Caesar is already come to Rome.
Where is he?
He and Lepidus are at Caesar's house.
And thither will I straight to visit him. He comes upon a wish. Fortune is merry, and in this mood will give us anything.
I heard him say Brutus and Cassius are rid like madmen through the gates of Rome.
Bring me to Octavius. What is your name?
Whither are you going?
Where do you dwell?
Are you a married man or a bachelor?
Answer every man directly.
I, and briefly.
I, and wisely.
I. And truly, you are best.
Who am I? Whither am I going? Where do I dwell? Am I a married man or a bachelor? To answer every man, directly and briefly, wisely and truly, I am a bachelor.
That is what to say. There are fools that marry. You'll bear me a bang for that, I fear. Proceed directly.
Directly I go to Caesar's funeral.
As a friend? Or as an enemy?
As a friend.
That matter is answered directly.
For your dwelling, briefly.
Briefly, I dwell by the Capitol.
Your name, sir? Truly.
Truly, my name is Cinna.
Tear him to pieces! He's a conspirator!
I am Cinna the poet! I am Cinna the poet! I am Cinna... I am not Cinna the conspirator.
Tear him for his bad verses.